Nikki, are you recording it? Yeah, ready to go. Okay, awesome. So Melissa's going to train a little bit tonight, but before we do that, I just wanted to, I guess, connect, say hello, and talk a little bit about some of the events that are coming up so that everybody knows what's going on. So a lot of you know that tomorrow night, so excited that Jen Pike is going to be doing her mother-daughter talk. There are still some tickets left if you want to do them live. It's $20. You can bring a guest. We got some food, some tea, coffee. It starts at 7:30, probably go till about 9 o'clock. I think that there's about 50-ish people already signed up, which is awesome. And if you can't make it because you're out of town, and I know a lot of our team is out of town, there is a live feed that's going to be recorded. And so for those of you that aren't in that group, just get with your upline and ask them, or get Nikki to add you to the group. And I can tell you through my experience that these live events, like if you can't physically be there, but the live Facebook events are awesome. I know when Jen Pike went up to Ottawa and did her event, I know that one of our distributors, Angela, ended up inviting people after the event because they couldn't get there live. And she got 5 orders from people just watching Jen during that 2-week time frame, and she was so excited. So people are really like, they love Jen, they love that she's that credibility in front of the room. So really take advantage, you guys. It's like having an event running for the next 2 weeks. So, you know, think about, like, watch it, get inspired, and then think about all the people that you can invite for the next 2 weeks. And my goodness, you could have a really big month in the month of December if you ended up getting 100 guests on there. Set a target and get a ton of people on there. And then the other thing is, I know that Nikki's got the flyers ready to go for our January event. Maybe Nikki, can you just give everybody an update where those flyers are going to be posted?
They were posted everywhere. They're posted on Team Bee, Team Hustle, Team Rocket, Juice Plus Canada, and the leaders message group.
Awesome. Okay, I must have missed that because I was on calls tonight, but that's great. So thank you for doing that. So for all of you guys that don't realize that, but Team B every year plans the January regional. We've got a pretty hot agenda. We're working through tweaking it a little bit based on some of your guys' feedback, which we really, really appreciate. We always want to make sure that we're upping our game and adding value for everybody that comes to the regional. So a couple things on that. So the Friday night is a Prevention Plus. It's going to happen at the Valley. We're planning on having a cash bar and food and hopefully some live music. We're working on that to bring some really fun energy there. I'm actually going to let Melissa right now tell us about Jamie and her husband, because you know them a little bit better than I do. So why should they go? What are they going to get from Jamie and her husband?
Oh, they're just such a high energy couple. They'll share their story of how they started working this business together. Jamie was one of the first people involved with the Healthy Living Revolution. So she's going to be doing some training on that and how it's impacted her business. The two of them are CrossFit addicts. She's just an incredible trainer, leader. You guys will learn so much from her.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. So Friday night will be really more of like a healthy revolution of how she and her family took healthy back. So be a great opportunity to bring people. And then of course, Saturday, we've got our regional and it'll go till about 3:30. We'll have some appetizers, cash bar after the regional. And then we're going to take off and have our team Christmas party, just because we've got a lot of people that are out of town. And we are going to go on kind of a surprise party, and then almost like a secret location. It will be fun. We're going to let you know if you haven't already figured it out. There's been some hints that Nikki's been putting out there. And then after that, we'll play for a bit, and then we're going to all head over to Jen Brennan's house in our basement, where there will be food and drinks and fun social. So just wanted to make sure that you guys have that in your calendar. All the dates are under Team B, under events. And we are, as you guys know, heading to the Lake Louise NMD Summit. Now, I don't know if you guys saw Michelle Ball's post today, but she posted a mansion. And she's taking all of her NMDs for 2 nights in a mansion. I just about crapped my pants. I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys, we need to do that. And we need to have a lot more NMDs showing up at the mansion. So I challenge you guys have a year. We need some more NMDs, and I'll buy you guys a mansion for 2 nights. Right, Jen and Melissa?
Yep, absolutely.
So just wanting to say we're just so excited, to be going to this NMD Summit in Lake Louise. It really is representing you guys. We spend 2.5 days brainstorming as a leadership around in Canada. It's about best practice. It's about what's working, where there are opportunities to improve. We network with other NMDs across Canada, and we also usually have a closing surprise guest speaker that brings in some great information from sometimes the different countries that are, rocking and rolling. So we have no idea who's going to close it off, but stay tuned. Usually when we find out stuff, we always download it on Team B, and yeah, that's what the summit is about. And they don't do this in the United States. They only do it in Canada, and so we feel pretty special that the company invests, again, money to fly all the NMDs across Canada to have 2.5 days of connection and best practice leadership. And yeah, and so I just want to let you guys know that Jen, Melissa, and myself, and we're cross-tagging with some of the other NMDs in Ontario and meeting with them so that we can bring you an unbelievable 2018 schedule. We're working hard to really, I guess, put the great events on, and we're always open to your guys' feedback. And really, I would say over the next 2 to 3 weeks, if you haven't already, is really touch base with your upline. If you are in an area that's just starting to grow and you feel that you need the love and support, and you've seen different events and you're like, wow, I sure would like an event in my area, please reach out, because we're just building our 2018 calendars right now, and it starts to fill up really, really fast. So if you don't have a voice, and you don't speak up, you won't get us. But if you say, hey, I think I can get some people out, and I'd love, Nicole to do your allergy talk, or you guys to do a boss babe, or design a life you love, or, Melissa's got a great prevention plus now, from hot dogs to hemp seeds. And she's flying to Edmonton tomorrow to support Jennifer Z, which we're so excited about to hear. And Melinda, who's also on our team, and they're building an event, and Jennifer's doing her first one all by herself. I'm so proud of her. She's a sales coordinator and building her first event outside of the home. So she's learning and growing, and Melissa's going out to support. So those are the type of opportunities, if you guys are willing to build them, we will come. Just make sure you get with us as soon as you can, though, because we are building those calendars. So on that note, I'm going to pass it over to Melissa. She wants to do some training on live shred Facebook parties. Take it away, Melissa.
Thanks, Nicole. So yeah, I just came up with this idea because I thought it would be more fun sitting side by side someone, kind of like a sports commentary, that kind of idea. And I just thought the energy would be a lot higher, and a great way to train new reps, because as someone that's been doing it a while, I can turn in and ask the new rep some questions about the shred, like, what do you do about this, and and then they can get comfortable talking and doing live feeds like that. And I've only just started. I've just done 2 this week so far, and I actually just did one with Crystal. She drove all the way out here to my house tonight and back to her house in Pickering to get back on the call. So Crystal, how about you share your experience? So before you do that, though, so how it worked is she shared her story in a little bit, and then I talked about the shred, what a typical day is like, and we showed the products right on the screen so they could see them, and then we just chatted a little bit back and forth. But you share, being someone brand new, what did you think?
I was just so grateful that you were willing to do that with me. I think the most, sometimes, like, not that you guys are unreachable, because you guys do make yourself available to everybody, but scared to ask, or I don't want to waste your time. But I was just so grateful you were willing to do that for me. So yeah, me being able to drive out to you, that was the least I could do. But I wish I would have invited more people. but that's okay. 3 people watched, and that's great. On my way home, I actually had a conversation with one of the people that was watching, so that was nice. Being vulnerable, like I'm still learning how to do that. So it was great that you were beside me so that I didn't feel as uncomfortable. So that was really great too. Yeah, it was just a great experience tonight. And it was nice that it was recorded as well so that people, if they couldn't be on right at 7:30, they can watch it later and still have access to it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And did you like how we sort of went back and forth?
Yeah, I think I was listening a lot more. I should have jumped in a couple more times. Like I had a couple things I should have said, but I just let you keep going, so that was okay. But
yeah, that it does. It's the thing; it just flows, right? However you want to talk about it, and I'm still working sort of on the script for this as well. We don't talk about the business at all. It's purely just the Shred 10, and the Crystal being the main person shares her story. And then we just go into a lot more detail about the Shred and what it does and why are we cutting out these things. And yeah, I did the one before with Penny. I don't think she's on the call right now.
It was quick too. It was quick. It wasn't a lot of time. So for people that are busy, it was fast and to the point.
Yeah. And mostly though, I mean, they're getting the information, but you can get information sending them anything, but I think it's the energy going back and forth, especially if you're going to do it together. You can say, so we're going to do the Shred and we're going to do this and we're going to support you. So you can buddy up with people and do that and just both of you be on each other's page and be commenting and posting. But it was so much fun to do it because the Facebook Lives, I don't know about you guys, but it's so hard. You're just staring at yourself. Whereas this way I was looking sideways. So Crystal and I were having conversation, but to the people there. And then when somebody forgets something, the other person sort of jumps in and adds to it. And it had a really nice flow to it. So I highly recommend you guys do that with whoever. It doesn't matter. As long as you've done the Shred, you can lead this because that's all you're talking about is what's the Shred about? Typical day. Why do we cut out? Why do we add? And then the other person shares their story. And I shared a little bit about mine and as a trainer, why, but whatever your stories are, and just invite the same way. And then like Crystal said, now it's saved for a couple weeks. So people that couldn't get on, they're going to be able to go back and see it. So I really like them. So yeah, that's it. Quick and dirty training because it's such an easy thing to do.
Yeah. And I would just add for those of you that can't get to people physically, I've done them before. Melinda had to get off the call, or I would have loved to her jump in. But Melinda went fast track VF. She's in Edmonton and will be out tomorrow night. And what we did is she created a Facebook page, a Facebook event. And then she invited, I think there was 13 people that said they were going. And then I think 5 people showed up. But what she said is a lot of people went back after, and all it was simple because I was in my home and she was in hers, is I opened up and Melinda closed. And it was like, I was probably like 8 to 10 minutes and she was about like 10 minutes. And so it was short. It was like 20 minutes. And she pretty much got most of her volume to fast track to VF from that one party. So when we talk about launching a new rep out of the gates fast, honestly, that's probably one of the fastest experiences that I've had. I know we've done in the beginning a lot of in-home parties, but when you are bringing business on from all over the world, if you get really, really good at these quick Shred live videos, I tell you, it's an easy way to build your business. The other thing too that I want to talk about really quick on duplication, so you guys start to duplicate that and give your team members that confidence. There's your duplication, getting them to do it right at the gates. And then the other duplication is once they're comfortable with that, they start to train. But when I was looking at all of my frontline, every single frontline of mine does their own Healthy Revolution page. And I think that is so important. So I'll give you an example. So when Melinda started, she wanted to see how I ran my 10-day Shred. So she joined me, she participated, she watched my posts, and then she's like, okay, I can do exactly what you just did. So she went on to my page, she copied everything, she called it Melinda's Healthy Revolution, and she has been doing once a month shreds, just like me, and we feed off of each other in regards to the posts. And she's getting close to sales coordinator, and her 2 distributors have come from the shred program. So it's a really simple, easy duplication. And I'll share what I'm learning about when I meet people now. And most of my orders now are coming just from my Healthy Revolution page, because people are either running out of product, or they're referring, or they want to do another shred, and so they're ordering more protein powder, which is cool. But I've been out and about since I got back from Thailand, and I haven't put anything in my purse yet or my wallet with business cards. And I've been getting people asking, and of course you've heard Melissa talk about this, is we don't even really use business cards anymore. We use our phone. So I've been out and about, and I just end up saying, because I had 2 people this week ask for my business cards, and I said, oh, you know what? I'll just add you to my Healthy Revolution page. This is where I do my online 10-day whole food challenge. And they get so excited. They're like, really? You would do that? And it's so funny because they're realizing that the value that they're getting, because I get them excited to say, I know we've got this amazing community and you should see the recipes. And I'm like, I bring you into my kitchen, and they get excited. So just a tip for some of you that never heard this training before is, so I right away, if I'm not friends with them, I add them as a friend. And then under the pin post in my private group, I welcome them to the page. So you start to have a history of all of the people that you've added, so that when you're doing follow-up, because I always hear this from my distributors, I don't know how to stay organized. I lose people's name. I don't know. But if you are pinning people with their name on it with a comment, oh, so great to see you at the gym. I haven't seen you in a few years. That was tonight. I can go back in a couple days and follow up to say, hey, did you have a chance to watch the videos? You know, what did you like best about it? Are you ready to join on December 4th with our shred coming up? So that's just a way that's really working for me, and I just wanted to share that with you. Is anybody else, we've got about 8 minutes, does anybody else want to comment about like what's working in your business so we can kind of share best practice with everyone? Everyone's quiet.
Well, just quickly, while my kids are being good, I just wanted to say that with building my community for my group and my personal Facebook page, is with the group, it's just if somebody likes one of my posts, I automatically add them into the group. And it seems to be working so far.
Oh, that's a good idea. So you're not getting permission, you're just assuming they like it and you add them? Okay. Try that. Thank you for sharing. I mean, I know that you're pretty new, Steph. You went fast track BF. You're on your way to SC. And I think that your group for Healthy Revolution is probably larger than my group. So you obviously are creating a community quite quickly. So I commend you for that. That's awesome. You know, people oftentimes get really scared. Is like, oh my gosh, where am I going to find people? How am I going to build a community? What does that look like? But obviously, you have very quickly built a loyal following, and you got great posts and material. And I love how everybody, like, you can get on a couple people's groups so that you can, as I say, steal their material. I've taken stuff off Stephanie's site. I know Stephanie's taken stuff off my site. Save yourself time. I get distributors say, oh, can I take that? I'm like, never ask me. Just whatever I post, if it resonates with you, a picture, a saying, just grab it and use it. That's what we're here for, to help you guys save time and be more efficient. Melissa, is there any last kind of comments or closing thoughts on our call tonight?
I don't think so. Just keep going. Keep adding events. We still have hours tonight, hours tomorrow, and 5 p.m. Friday, because I know a lot of you are chasing some promotions and qualifying. You can do this. People always say, what's the trick? What's the magic? That you don't quit until the 5 o'clock bell rings on qualifiers day. And I'm reading this book, You Are a Badass at Making Money. And right in there, she's talking about be specific with your goals. So whatever your goal is, you should know what you need in order to achieve it, whether it's number of reps, positions, number of orders, whatever it is. You got to be so specific that you know what you need, but then just put it out to the universe and don't try to figure it out as to where those orders are coming from, who's going to reach this level. Just put it out there and just stay focused, stay the course, and just work till the very end. We've seen crazy, crazy stuff happen literally at 5 to 5. It's just, so if you want it bad enough, we have loads of time. I've had distributors hit Fast Track VF in less than 48 hours. So anything is possible. Anything.
Good stuff. Okay, I think that's it. Early call tonight.
Quick
Oh, I know. The grad calls, guys, on Monday nights. Sarah Beardmore is going to be running all 3 because Jen, Nicole, and I are all out west, just so you guys know. So get your butts on the call and your teammates. Make sure that they all know, get on there. It's such awesome value, energy, and then the pods are working really well too.
Exactly. And if you don't know what grad calls are, it's once a week. You're getting together with either the VF group, the SC group, or the SSC group. And you guys are on pods on Voxer so that you guys can share best practices throughout the week and help and support each other to move towards the next goal. So I know that I've heard some great feedback that the pods are working really well. They're really, you guys are being vulnerable and sharing some really good stuff. So there's still a chance for you guys to join. You just have to reach up with your upline and make sure that we're aware that you want to be part of it. So we have you kind of on our master list. So we're keeping an eye on you and just making, no, we don't babysit. This is totally up to you, but it's just another tool for you guys to help raise your game in our business. So awesome, guys. So have a great couple more days to close off strong. Any last questions?
I just wanted to say, isn't Brittany graduating into VF next Monday? The VF calls?
Speak up, Brandy. Tell us.
Yes.
Woo!
Graduate to the graduation call, so I haven't actually told her that yet. But yep, she promoted to VF.
That's funny.
Today.
Our first graduate.
Thanks, guys.
That's awesome.
That is so great. So exciting when you have that momentum. And that's in a month. And they drove up to support you. I love that. 5 hours up north to support you.
I know, that was crazy. I couldn't believe that. But that's, again, the support, right? So it was awesome. I was excited about that. So just keep moving forward, right? I'm hoping to get some people under me in Sudbury to get it going, but soon enough, they'll see.
Yeah, you will. Just stay the course. Yep.
Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Good job. Okay, everyone, have a great night. And I guess for some of you, we'll see you tomorrow night or live on the Jen Pike event. See you guys.